this is what it is. So, story about this demo area here. So many people are looking towards the 5-room flats here, and then surprisingly enough, there's a very strong pool of buyers. And these buyers tend to be more from China. It's actually a lot easier to afford $1 million HDB in comparison to what you will find, let's say maybe $1.5, $2 million private condo. So in terms of that, they like the space, they like the location, it's very convenient, right next to the MRT, no noise from the road. Look at this unlocked view here. This is what you see. There's no surprise why these people like it. So this is my second demo flat that I'm trying to sell for $1 million. I just sold one last week, even though we had a bit of hurdle sometime, a little bit of back and forth, but this is my second one I'm looking to get out of the quicker. Vacant unit. Most the seller has already moved out of the place. Not too much of an issue here. I think people are going to come, they're going to look at this view, it's going to be very windy, it's going to be very nice, very captivating. Let's see how it goes from there. So for today I've had quite a number of buyers. The good thing is that it's a vacant unit, so we are not too restricted with the COVID rules. More recently, because of COVID, the units have been very hard to arrange. So because it's vacant, I can get more than 8 people come on a single day, but at any given time, there still will only be 8 people here. I think we should be good to go. Let's see how this evening goes. We can look around. So it's a 1216 square feet unit, 5-room HDB. The direction you're facing here is completely on top facing MOE. It will always be like this. So what we're going to get here is we are actually directly facing northeast. So there's no morning sun, no afternoon sun included. And yet it stays bright and breezy. Facing northeast.
Okay, northeast. Oh yeah, right. On the villages,
do you know if there's anything that's going to come up?
That one is MOE imported. Never change one.
Okay.
Forever your view will change that.
That whole space and
This whole entire place is MOE. To the right is the office center behind this one.
everything.
And then all the way to the back there, those ones maybe 20 years of research. But for 20 years from now, I don't even know whether it's still staying here. Most likely have moved by then.
I didn't realize that this block is actually, there's this space in here.
Yes, so it's very unique here because if you see the other units on the market around here, very similar to block 22, that one, 22nd, 23rd floor unit, right? Also about 26. That one they haven't thought about it. That's why. It's going to be very
Yeah,
big.
painting, is it?
Yes, they're painting.
How old is this?
8 years.
8 years.
So if you look at 930 years indicative valuation, right, you're looking at about 85 cases.
Yeah.
If you want to buy your HDB at point in time, they will check if you have your marriage status. If you're married at point in time, you have to definitely add your wife or husband's name to the HDB.
Whether it's occupier or
That's you can be owner, you can buy no issue. As long as you're married, you cannot buy with anyone else other than yourself.
Okay. So in future, like if he's 21,
Yes.
can he and him relate?
Yeah, because you guys are still married at one time.
So either way must be lost. That's
I would say that.
rules.
That's why a lot of people prefer like HDB because it's a lot of restrictions to it.
Yeah.
But then, what is our time plus size location?
And location.
Yeah, finding
Yeah,
simple way,
exactly. That's the thing with it. Because we like the Buona
Yes.
area, but the prices for private.
How to avoid ABSD? Frankly, there's really no way to avoid ABSD. If you want to buy HDB, you buy HDB. If you want to buy private property, you go buy private property. A lot of people try to find loopholes, ways to skirt by it, bypass it. There's really not many ways to it. There are some ways to do it, but there are very specific situations for very specific families and investors or buyers to be able to work these conditions out. But in general, if you're looking to buy a HDB, then buy a private property, or buy a private property and also want to buy HDB, you can give up on that idea. You really just think about, is it really just a choice between a HDB or a private property? So when you buy a HDB, when you want to go buy a private property, if you're a Singaporean, the second property that you buy, which is your next private property, is an additional ABSD of 12%. ABSD is additional buyer stamp duty. It's basically a tax that the government puts on you if you buy more than one residential property. Whereas if you go and buy a private property, you're not allowed to buy HDB unless you sell off your private properties. If you really want to do planning, like for example, that couple is slightly more well off, slightly up in age, I think they can probably afford a private property and a HDB. That's why they were trying to figure out these reasons. They're trying to park the unit under their son, park a private property under their son, or HDB under their son, try to take out one name, one owner, one occupier. Yes, these are ways that you can do it. Let's say, for example, the son can just, once he's 35, he can just go and buy a HDB unit by himself. But then that will also limit his ability to buy other private property, because once he locks in with the HDB, he has at least a 5-year MOP, minimum occupation period, before he can go buy a private property.
So inherited unit. Oh, this is inherited. Yes. Is it passed on in the house, right?
So 3-bedroom units, all the rooms all face the right side. So you don't get the west side. The west side comes to the back of the unit, so you block the other unit. Then they just do some divider here, otherwise you need to bigger. So they put the TV console here and the sofa over there. This one office, study room, and kind of thing.
Except the little extension.
This one is because it's windows. You close the window, no sun coming in. No. But you want to take out very easy, yeah. You want to do yes. Come 4 times, I hit my head 3 times. So today I hope I don't hit my head. Today one is usually I never hit last time. Now every time I do very empty, I always hit this thing. You put a table here to do it. But this one you want to pull out over here. Bye-bye. Hungry, man. Oh guys, hiring day, man. Already, so we have 4 buyers that come already. I have 4 more to go. Taking a quick 5-minute break before the next one comes. I really like this unit. For $1 million, you can just start a deal. You do this every day. Could be unblocked in the future for almost forever because the MOA in front is probably not going to move. You're within 1 km of Henry Park for Fairfield Methodist. These families with young kids, this is what they like. If I were looking for HDB, this would be something where I would look for as well. This, I think the price is fine. The location is fine because it's very close to Buona Vista MRT and Dover MRT. And then you have the supermarket right downstairs, NTUC. If that's too small for you, there's a 24-hour giant right around the corner here with a ton of hawker centers. Okay, when is guy coming? Sorry, catch you later. Feel free to.
Okay, sure.
It's not easy. This is the main side you want to go in. You come in, completely unlocked view, there's a constant breeze that blows around the unit. This breeze is always here. Hey, so we got a new listing at H2O Residences. Let's go check it out. Look how I set it up and everything. Let's go. Oh my god, so anyway, I already saw this unit and it seems quite good condition. I don't think it'll be too hard to sell. So the owners of this unit, they actually engaged me to sell that unit after they bought another unit. So we actually have a timeline to sell this unit, but I think we can get a good price for it because it looks pretty nice. Alright, let's check it out. So, very simple 2+1 unit. I think pretty much what we have to do is, because I think it's pretty good condition, all we need to do is just take some photos here, open the blinds, turn on the lights, and I think maybe just remove the carpets. We should be able to have a pretty easy shoot going on here. Let's see. Yeah, to be honest, this guy lives like a show flat, so I don't think it's too much issue here. I don't think it'll be too much problems. Alright, let's take it from there. Let's go. 们这里没有洗澡。所以早上太阳从左边，西晒从右边。
不是我的意思是，没太阳的话晒衣服怎么晒？
放外面一定会，新加坡你放哪里都会晒干的。厕所一间common bathroom， 一间是主人房的。
这个是它的study。
对，它study是比较小间的，所以应该不能放一间大张的床，小张的床可以放。
这是主人房吗？
没有，对面是主人房。
放一个大的床垫啊。
啊，可以没问题的。
放一个 king size。
furniture 它不搬吗？
它 furniture 它应该都会搬，可是如果你们喜欢的话，都可以留。你看它的，
它是 rent out 还是什么？
不是，它是没有住的，所以你一搬进来好像全新。
它的 holiday。
maintenance is 285 per month. I go down and get another buyer. You feel free to look around. No rush. No need to leave. So it's a 2 plus study, so technically 3 bedroom, 883 square feet unit. Yep.
What's the hanging rack?
Don't have. Usually nowadays they hang in the balcony, yeah. But anyway, down here got washer dryer. So the facing here is direct south. So east is to the left, west is to the right. Morning sun to the left, afternoon sun to the right.
The fire gate here.
In front. Yes. But so we can see the LRT, but we don't get LRT.
晚上早上的时候不会亮吗？
你不要不然的话，改天你就改成窗帘咯。啊，
这个会留下吗？
会的
啊，
你又不想，我就自己改。
对，就改掉装窗帘咯。
这个超难的，我还是有一点点高啊。
高不好吗？高不好。
我稍微有一点点恐高。
好。它的 cabinet 全部都空的，不住这边的。他通常可能是回来下午回来，很早在这里睡觉的。
所以他们是15年买完之后就一直都是这种。
他买了，然后就觉得可能他们做工的地方太远，他每天都这样子一个小时多来回。
但是不租出去吗？
不出去。
这样空的是不是很浪费？
对，真的是有点浪费，所以最后也是决定要买。
这个是3。
这是他的。
这个啊，这个不同的，好像是他来的。But this one 只是 layover 来的。Because you see， 它楼下是跟这个一样的。
对。
要割一个门
这个你要放 queen size 没有问题的。Yes，super single。所以如果你要放 queen size 就这样子 all the way to the wall 咯。But I think all the way wall 你还有一点位。
那还可以做一个 study area 吗？小孩子。
Study area that means 你要做桌子啦，这边咯。
坐在这做。
Depends 你要怎么做。可是我们这边也是有个 study room。
可以。
So south facing usually got wind one 啊。
Station
哪里有？
没有啊。
South facing 在哪里？
没有看。
这个刚好来的。
刚好没有。
Your price is how much?
928K。
928.
Yes。我帮你关，没问题。
Then what is the like?
Realistic price I don't know, I tell you. Because this one is the first viewing I have, you make offer we discuss.
Okay.
But just to let you know, valuation for this is about 910K.
Sorry?
910K.
910 okay.
So somewhere between 910 to 928 and close.
Okay.
刚才看 so you saw a unit at the lower level, but the ceiling is higher, right?
这间吗？
3楼的。
这间吗？Richard 的。
不是这间。
是这间啊。
比较高的那个会
比较高的是 I think 18楼的。
给18楼是挺多给我了。
哦，他做这个啊？
而且很贵哦。
sorry，他做这个啊？
晒衣服哦。
呀，去
他做的晒衣服啊，这样。那你像
他在这谁过来边？
因为我们 kitchen 没有 yard 嘛，就要放这边哦。
对，我知道，很少人会这样做哎。
他只是 spend a lot of money， 可是他是很 house proud 的。我来的时候他也是我 like my house one。I know roughly what price 啦。Because I tell you the valuation 910 right? So it will likely between 910 to 928. Don't need to be 928 one lah, but closer to maybe 9, 10, like a little bit higher.
是急着要卖的吗？因为他已经是
他已经买了，so he can sell anytime。他又不住这边，so no worries about timeline。
他 ABSD 吗？
ABSD 啊，所以要卖掉之前，那个 exercise 吧。
他没有塞是吧？
还没有 exercise，对。还有多一个，他打电话给我了。
哦 ，OK，
不要 take too much time to decide 了。
因为我们还要看风水的。
对，没事，你们自己去看啦。But then 这件应该会做得蛮快的，因为价钱啊，如果这种啊，I can ask a lot higher one. Just that he 不要 want to be more reasonable, just a quick easy sale 就可以了。Because 你看那其他的 listing 啊，全部 around star price 啊，全部 original， 有人家住过，老 wear and tear here and there one。这个是真的是 almost nothing 要 renovate 的。This side is on the right side, but this block in front here actually blocks most of it, so we actually won't get it. Oh. But they're very handshake that fits the edges.
You can work with more market.
哦。那你这样想会不会好？
正常是3个月。
正常是3个月。你们21天的 exercise， 然后20天后我们3个月 HDB， 大概是2个月8到3个月，看你 exercise 多快。是舒方啊，舒方的第一步。If you want more, what's the
Doesn't seem like it's upgraded to fiber.
Actually, I think there is, but I need to find it. I'm not sure. I think I saw it before. Let me have a look.
Should be there.
Wow, I mean, tough viewing, but I really like this place, man. It's so breezy all throughout the day. From every side of the building, every side of the unit, you get this breeze. But I mean, I don't think this is actually the main reason why this unit is worth $1 million. It's really a bunch of different factors. So first of all, it has to do with the age of the building. Most of these places are in slightly newer estates, newer clusters. Second of all, it really has to do with the height of the building and the unblocked view of the unit. Also, I think the biggest factor to this will be location. They have to tend to be more in prime areas, more sought after areas. And I guess the unique thing about Gimo is that even though it's somewhat considered a slightly older estate, slightly further out than what people consider prime estates, but what they don't notice is that in the surrounding area, we have NUS, we have a lot of tech places here, we have Metropolis, One North, Buona Vista here. These are the places that actually produce a lot of high income earners, and a lot of people that work around here, study around here, live around here are actually more lean towards the higher income side. So when they come from such a background, it's much easier for them to then afford to buy a slightly higher price HDB in that sense.
Derek，它这个地板上面是砖还是说
Concrete.
raw 的那个水的？
是从 HDB 每个地板全部是来自是 concrete 的，全部装上去才是你们的 flooring。所以你看到有些 HDB 是 concrete 的，他们是 original concrete， 他们没有的。可是这个地板是白的，我说算可能不会太贵，不会太贵。Alright, so potential downsides to this unit, what we have is that, so the unit is only on the 12th floor, the highest floor is about 40. So people don't really consider high floor anymore. So you wouldn't really pay such a high price for a low floor unit. If you compare the blocks, this block here is, even though our unit has a very nice unblocked view right in front of us, but the left and right have blocks blocking to the left and right side. Whereas in contrast to this block right in front here, it actually has a completely 180-degree front view left to right, fully unblocked. So you actually don't really get blocked by anything. So it's a lot brighter, you get a lot more breeze to it. But also, a unit transacted here at about 1.07 for a 22nd, 23rd floor unit. So just the 10th floor difference is asking for about 65, 70K higher than what we're asking for. These are the differences. But I mean, for 70K difference, maybe you're willing to forego a little bit of blockage on your left and right side, because when you look straight ahead, it's still fully unblocked. The floor height difference, we're the 12th floor, they're the 22nd floor, also makes a bit of a difference. But if you're not too picky about the floor height, you can save about 50, 60K. Additional things wrong with the unit is that maybe the flooring is not so high quality. From what I see, it's vinyl or laminate flooring. It's cheap to remove, cheap to do, but there are also some water damage here and there. Some of the windows are a little damaged, so you need to replace the hinges on them. Maybe the toilet, change the toilet bowls if you need to. And the kitchen side, the cabinets look okay. a little bit dated, but maybe you just give them a good cleaning, they wouldn't be too bad. But obviously some people would still want to do some renovation to it. Other than that, I really see no issue with the unit. These are the main objections. We still need to find someone that's willing to pay the price, and we can get this unit closed. But I mean, the good thing here is that even though so many people have objected to it, the good thing about selling a property is that you really need just one buyer to buy your unit, and that's all you need.